Man, it's been 3 weeks and my voice is still shot. Like I've got nothing behind my voice. I can shout and it's just nothing. Nothing! Welcome to Rumble Book Club. I'm your host, Mike Hernandez, and this is the show where a normal guy like me can talk about cool books he's read, old and new, good and bad. So if you like the show, you like the content, you like the books that I talk about, then subscribe right down below, share these videos with your friends, be a part of the discussion. Also, while you're at it, like this video and hit that little bell, let you know when the next video comes out. And if you hit that little bell, you'll win $1 million. And then you'll wake up. All right, friends, today we're going to take a look at a really cool book that kind of merges history and religion. Today we're going to take a look at Bearing False Witness by Rodney Stark. Rodney Stark is a historian. His most well-known work, other than this one, is a book that he wrote called The Rise of Christianity, in which he writes kind of the historical backing of what Christianity has done to humanity over the years and what it's done for society today. Looking at the aesthetics of the book, I think it's really interesting. You have all these artistic depictions of Catholicism at different points in history, at certain points regarding their historical scandal, a lot of which that he addresses in the actual book. Regarding the readability, Stark writes like a historian, a very good one, but nonetheless a historian, so it can get kind of dry, especially in areas where he's trying to parse through a lot of the nuance of these situations that have caused the Catholic Church scandal over the years, and in some cases where they've been outright lied. He has to unpack each individual layer of that lie or that fact that does require a little more context because of the way that it sheds light on the Catholic Church, and he shows the entire truth of the situation. Because he gets very thorough, it can get quite dry at times, but he does do a good job breaking up the book into manageable chunks that you can easily digest. And he does add some interesting graphs at certain parts and some good imagery, so he does make the reading experience of this somewhat dry content to be a little bit more interesting. So as far as the readability goes, I'll give it a fairly solid score of 6 out of 10. Now let's talk about the content. Stark addresses 10 major headlines that have been told about the Catholic Church over the centuries, over the years. He states the full claim about the Catholic Church. He addresses where it came from, and then he unpacks it bit by bit by bit. In certain cases, he addresses whether the rumor itself began on a lie or whether there was actually a kernel of truth, and then how that truth got poisoned over time and got twisted to make the Catholic Church look worse and worse and worse with each generation that told the story. During certain moments in history, the Catholic Church was from a position of strength, and therefore they were outright lied against. At other points in history, the Catholic Church was coming from a point of weakness, and where certain individuals within the Catholic Church acted poorly, which opened them up to become an easier target for a poor reputation to begin on the basis of that particular subject. Some of the headline stories and accusations that Stark addresses in this book would be the anti-Semitism of the Catholic Church, the support of the Catholic Church for the Nazi regime during World War II, as well as the Catholic support of slavery back during the 15, 16, and 1700s. And another one he talks about is the Catholic cause, or the rise of the Catholic Church to destroy Rome and to impose the Dark Ages on humanity, as well as some other ones such as the Spanish Inquisition. One of the strengths that Rodney Stark has in writing this book in defense of the Catholic Church is the fact that he is not himself a Catholic. He really doesn't have a dog in this fight. He is simply a historian whose only upside to writing this book is to correct any historical fiction that's been generated about the Catholic Church. He's coming from a place of just trying to do his job, and you really see that in his writing. There's no opinion that you see infused into this work. It is simply addressing the accusation, where it came from, and then unpacking it one step at a time, addressing the raw facts, the statistics, and historical documentation of what's been written, what's been done over history. It is very thorough, and he keeps it as succinct as possible given the content and the heavy subject matter. So as far as the content goes, it gets a perfect score, 10 out of 10. Honestly, don't remember where I got this book. It's been so long since I got it, but I'm pretty sure I got it at a secondhand store. So most likely your best bet of finding this book and getting it for yourself would be going through Amazon and looking it up. The book is Bearing False Witness by Rodney Stark. It's a fantastic one. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to read something. Hey RBC fans, if you want to support the show in our mission to share great works of writing with the world, scan the barcode to make a generous donation, and if you donate $50 or more and leave a book title in our comments, I'll even feature your book choice on our next episode.